The Scholastic Ball Report is sponsored by UK Sports Medicine and by Central Bank, Crown Trophy, Double Dogs, Ford Brothers Auction, Kentucky Orthodontics and Invisalign, La Rosa's Pizza, Mingy Beef Jerky, Prep Spin, P-Rats, Rafferty's, Raising Cane's, Roberts Insurance, Sutherland Chevrolet, and by Whitaker Bank.
Hello and welcome into the Scholastic Ball Report. I'm BRIGID DEVRIES, your host for this week's show. And we've got a great show for you lined up this week. As always, we'll have a feature from WKYT. Our Crown Trophy Scholar Athlete of the Week is Sam Vinson from Highlands High School, the MVP of the boys' Sweet 16 basketball tournament. Our Roberts Insurance Team of the Week is the Southwestern Lady Warriors girls basketball team who made it to the 2021 Mingy Girls Sweet 16 tournament. And from Nicholasville, we have the Sutherland Chevrolet Drive of the Week. They'll take you on down the road to some great high school sports action. Our UK Sports Medicine and Healthcare segment, we've got Rob Ullery on. He's going to talk about the ladies' UK Sports Medicine Comeback Athlete of the Year. But we know what you want. You want the best high school highlights in the state of Kentucky. Brought to you in Game Time by Lee K. Howard and Brian Mallon.
16 girls basketball teams from across the state entered this week with the goal of hoisting a trophy on Saturday. Two of those teams, Franklin County and South Laurel, meeting this evening in the opening round of the girls' Sweet 16 at RUPP, and this game was a really good one. The last play of the first half, Tennessee commit Brooklyn Miles knocks down a three, and the Flyers would lead by 9 at the break. Now South Laurel comes to life in the second half. Brianna Howard hits a three, and the Cardinals are creeping back into this ball game. Reagan Jones then will drive to the basket. She gets fouled. South Laurel takes a 5-point lead with under a minute to go, down 50-45 now. Miles comes up huge, knocks down a big three-pointer, and then she has two clutch free throws to send this game into overtime. Look at the second one, just barely rattles home. Joey Thacker over there on the sideline just breathing a sigh of relief. It's 50-50 headed into the extra period. In OT, Patience Laster misses, but Jaden Mead there for the putback, and the Flyers never look back. Final score, 55-50 in overtime. Certainly one of those tough games, one of the toughest that Franklin County has played in a long time.
ASHLAND was a perfect 33-0 last season before COVID-19 derailed the Tomcats' quest for a Sweet 16 title. But a year later, they got their chance to play at Rupp Arena and advanced to the semifinals for the first time in 25 years.
We have reset the standard in this program. We've been here before. Our tradition, we got the most wins in the state tournament history at 51, I think. And we've reset that standard. We're a Saturday morning team, so we'll be back.
ASHLAND will be a trendy pick to win it all next season as the Tomcats return a bulk of their starting lineup. That group includes Cole Villers. He was sensational in Lexington, averaging a team-high 15.3 points per game. His top performance coming Friday against Boyle County, a 20-point eruption that ultimately earned him a spot on the all-tournament team.
It just shows everyone that we can compete at this level, because I know we had a lot of doubters coming into this and last year, but it's just good to finally be able to play on the big stage again and then make it to the Final Four, which was great. And I just want to thank everyone on our team because it was a good year.
Alex Walker, WKYT.
Welcome back into the Scholastic Ball Report. William Warfield here with you, the king of stream. And I'm excited today, man. This week we've got the MVP of the boys Sweet 16, Mr. Sam Vinson, joining us from Highlands, a brand new state champion crowned. And Sam, man, congratulations.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah, you guys, I mean, just an outstanding tournament, especially your personal stats, but I know you're proud of your teammates as well.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, everyone had a great team run, and everyone played great every day. So,
yeah, you had a pretty big moment there during the tournament. you know, that pass off the backboard that ended up being number 1 or number 9, excuse me, on SportsCenter top 10. Can you walk us through that particular play?
So Oliver got a steal at the top of at midcourt. He threw it up to Leighton, and I saw Leighton give me a little look back, and I saw his eyes light up. I knew he was going to do it. And he goes up, he threw it off the backboard, and I threw it down. And, I mean, everyone went crazy.
Yeah. So what does it mean to you and certainly to Highlands to win, you know, your first ever state championship?
I mean, it's awesome. For me, honestly, it hasn't kicked in yet that we actually won, that we're state champs. But to do it and be the first ever in school history, I mean, no one else can say that except us. And, I mean, it's a great feeling.
Yeah, that's something you'll always remember, and the community will always remember. And, you know, 20 years from now, you'll be telling your kids about it, and it'll live on forever, man. So being named tournament MVP, I mean, you put on a show there. There wasn't one single person, no matter who they threw at you that whole tournament, that could handle you. It seemed like just big time numbers from you, and you know, definitely the MVP of the tournament. Nobody else was even close to what you did out there.
Yeah, I mean, playing on that bigger court, that just opened up a lot of space for me. A lot more space to drive and find open shooters. And most of the teams would close out to the shooters and stay on the shooters to not let us shoot a bunch of threes. And that just left the lane wide open for me.
Yeah, I know you're excited. You know, you're getting ready to head off to college here pretty soon. And Northern Kentucky University is where you're going to, playing under Coach Horn. And what made you stay close to home?
I mean, I want all my family and friends to be able to come to the games and show some support for us.
Yeah.
But really, it was the coaches, the coaching staff. I loved every one of them. And they were the first ones to jump on me and offer me. And, I mean, we just built a great relationship, and they're one of the main reasons that I chose NKU.
Yeah, I'm sure Coach, you know, Listerman, he probably talked him up a good deal because he was a former player there as well.
Yeah, he did. He talked a lot of good stuff about NKU.
Yeah, of course, back when he played at NKU, they weren't Division I like they are now, and that's got to be exciting for you.
Oh, yeah, I'm super pumped to get there next year. I'm ready to go there in the summer and get to work.
Yeah. What's it going to be like playing with guys like, you know, former Henry Clay star Marquez Warwick and guys like that are on that NKU team?
I mean, it's going to be great. I watched him and the whole team play all year, and he had a phenomenal year, and I think that we'll work really good together.
Yeah, absolutely. I think you guys will be – I mean, the kind of team that he's putting together up there, I mean, you guys are definitely going to be one of my March Madness teams, no doubt.
Yeah, we got some good players.
So let's talk about this. You know, being the regional player of the year, you know, having an opportunity to possibly win Mr. Basketball, that's going to be announced coming up, I believe, this coming week as well.
Yeah, it's a great honor just to be up there to get the votes to try to become one. And I mean, it'd be a great honor, and I'm excited for it.
Yeah. I mean, playing in a region like you guys did, you know, this year certainly prepared you not only to win that state championship, but, you know, you guys standing out in that's definitely got to help you, I would imagine, being, you know, in there with like St. Henry and Covcath and those powerhouse teams from up there in Northern Kentucky.
Yeah, we had a great region this year. I mean, I think at one time we had like 4 of the top 20 teams in the 9th region. It might have been 5 with Beechwood County. And just there's great competition, great players, great coaches up there. And that tournament really prepared us for down at RUPP and playing at state.
Yeah, well, man, I tell you, we're certainly proud of you and Highlands and all you guys have done, and you know, really excited that a football school, you know, over the history of you know, known as a football school, but now it's known as a basketball school, and thanks to Sam Vinson and Coach Listerman and all the great players that played on your team, man. Congratulations to you, Sam.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
That's Sam Vinson. He's our Crown Trophy Athlete of the Week and Sweet 16 MVP here on the Scholastic Ball Report. We'll be back after these messages. Welcome back into the Scholastic Ball Report. William Warfield here with you, the king of stream, and we're talking girls high school basketball, and we're happy to announce that we've got Southwestern head coach here along with us. And Coach, congratulations. First of all, you coming out of that 12th region there, which is always a tough region to play in. And, congratulations on you and your girls making it back to the Sweet 16.
Thank you very much. We're happy to be there.
Yeah, you've had a great season. I don't think you've had a loss since, back on February 1st, so it's been a while.
I think we lost to Wayne County at home on February 1st, and I had a couple players out. So I was. It's actually, we feel like North Laurel truly was our last loss over there early in the year. So.
Yeah, you've had a great season. I wanted to touch base with you, and talk to you about. I know you weren't, in the head coaching position as far as back in 2019, but you certainly have some of the players that were on the team. A lot of those players were freshmen then, and outstanding juniors now for you, Coach.
Oh yeah, I'm blessed with the players I got. I've got to coach them all through middle school. I've ran the middle school program for quite a while here, and been somehow involved since 2005. So to be a part of this as a head coach and as an assistant, go to RUPP, I'm very fortunate.
Yeah, Coach Junior Molden here with us, the Southwestern Lady Warriors, and continue to have an outstanding season. Punched their ticket to RUPP Arena, and they'll be playing in the Sweet 16 this week. Alexa Smitty, she's one of those young ladies that certainly has led you in scoring, averaging 15.1 points per game. But when you go out of her being on top there, everybody kind of distributes the ball around pretty fairly, don't they, Coach?
I think we're very balanced. Any night, it could be a Kaylee Young leading us in scoring. It could be a Kinsley Molden. It could be Aiden Smitty. I've had my bigs come in and play well. Marissa Lovelace has had a couple big nights. Kylie Foreman come in the regional and had a big night. Had Peyton Acey a couple times that led us. So I think balance-wise, we ever get them all on at once, so we're going to be really dangerous.
Yeah, absolutely. So you all drew Anderson County there in the first round, and Anderson County is one of those teams that's kind of, been one of the teams that's kind of stood out all season long. What kind of battle do you got going up against you when you go into RUPP this week?
I know they've been the favorites pretty much most of the season. I got to watch some film on them earlier this year because they played a couple of our 12th region opponents, and they put a running clock on both of them, and it was impressive at that time, really impressive. And it was their defense. They make things happen defensively. Jenkins, her length. I think their point guard does a good job of Satterley running their team. She knows her role.
Yeah.
The Smith girl, Sophie Smith, I believe is her name, she can shoot it well. They're just a well-balanced team, and Coach Bert Wessel does a really good job with them.
Yeah. You certainly, have had a tough road to get here, but you have made it, going through Mercer County, Danville there in the regional tournament. But like you said, playing teams like, Wayne County, who's been a top team in the state this year. And it doesn't look like you shied away on the schedule at all.
Absolutely. First night out, I try to find out who's number one in the state, first night out. And when I done that, I found Franklin County.
Yeah.
Hold on just a second. I'm sorry. Franklin County was number one, so I called Joey up, Joey Thacker, said, let's play, man. I got to figure out where my team's at, and he was more than happy to have us up there. They beat us that first night, but we learned a lot about ourselves. I went to North Laurel on a Friday night to help Coach Mahan out. I think they were top 12 in the state at the time. They beat us. I was so upset about the loss. I thought we really gave it away that I went back over there 4 days later, and we beat them 4 days later over there. And then he's mad. He comes over to Southwestern and tries to play us. So, we were 35-minute trip, North Laurel. Most of the season, they were the top-ranked team, the 13th, and I think South Laurel got them there at the end of the regional tournament. But we were looking for teams like that that just had a shot to go to RUPP, play, and compete. Marshall come all the way over from Western Kentucky and played us towards the end of our last regular season game.
Wow.
Got to give them a lot of credit. They come over here, and we were fortunate to get the win. I think it helped. It was on our home court and everything that day. They had a long trip, and it got them. But just playing games like that, Wayne County 3 times, they were picked top 2 in our region, and then obviously to win our district. And we were able to beat them a couple of times and learn a lot from that. And I just think playing these top 20 teams is really – we feel like we're ready for any situation.
Listen, man, it's been fun having you on, and I'm sure we'll see you down at RUPP Arena this week.
we're gonna go there and have a really good time. We're on house money here, so you know what? We're gonna be loose, ready to go. Get ready for the show. We're gonna try to put on a show, and I'd like to see the Lady Warriors out there at the end come out on top.
Much success to you, Coach.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for having me on.
Yes, sir. That's Coach Junior Molden here on the Scholastic Ball Report. The Southwestern Lady Warriors, they're our Robertson Insurance Team of the Week. We'll see them down at RUPP this week, and wish them nothing but success.
The Sutherland Chevrolet Drive of the Week comes from the boys' Sweet 16 title game. That is Sam Vinson of Highlands. He was named the tournament MVP, had 20 points and 14 boards, but his highlight of the night was this: crossover dribble behind the back, drive off the glass, and 2. Highlands goes on to win their first basketball state title. Sam Vinson earns the title of Sutherland's Chevrolet Drive of the Week.
Welcome back into the Scholastic Ball Report. Today on the UK Sports Medicine segment, we have Rob Ellery, Director of Outreach and Training Services, to talk about the UK Sports Medicine Comeback Athlete of the Year female. Welcome in, Rob.
Thanks,
So tell us a little bit about the award that was presented during the Girls Sweet 16 tournament.
So this year we presented a boys and a girls award, and they were both awarded at the finals of the boys Sweet 16 last week. And then last evening at the girls Sweet 16, we acknowledged a young student athlete that's overcome a lot. And her name is Riley Grantz. She is a softball player from Lafayette High School, and we'll talk a little bit about what she's been through.
Fantastic. Welcome in, Riley.
Hi.
So, Riley, tell us a little bit about what you've had to overcome throughout your softball career here.
Well, I started playing at Lafayette my 7th grade year, and everything was good until towards the end of my freshman year, and that's when I noticed that like my shoulder was hurting, and I kept playing. I just wanted to keep playing through it and not like, I don't know, I didn't want to use it as an excuse, and I didn't want to stop playing. And so I went to the doctor, and I kept going to the doctor, and they found a rib fracture at first, and they thought that's all that it was. And so once like that healed, I got back on the field, but it didn't. It was still messed up. So
you've been through many different rehabs and many different doctors' opinions, and you persevered. How long do you think it's taken you to get back to normal?
Well, this is my 3rd year dealing with it. So, well, it's kind of my 4th. It kind of started towards the end of my freshman year, but I got to play most of my freshman year at Lafayette. So last year was a huge like recovery year for me, and so was my sophomore year. So I'm going on my 3rd year, and I'm still in PT.
So Riley was selected from a large group of nominees throughout the state of Kentucky, and her story and the perseverance that she's shown has exhibited the true character of a comeback athlete to come back and compete at a high level. She is a starter at Lafayette and on a great Lafayette softball team, and hoping to do some major things this spring. And wanted to congratulate you on this being this year's Comeback Athlete of the Year award.
Thank you so much.
That's Rob Ellery and Riley Grantz, the UK Sports Medicine Comeback Athlete of the Year. Thank you for being with us today. Thank you, UK Sports Medicine, for keeping us in the games and on the fields.
Anderson County and Southwestern, the two teams combined for a 46-5 record. Meeting in the first round tonight, Lady Bearcats playing beat the buzzer. That's Tiffany Riley canning a 3. She had 16. Anderson County dominated that second chance points. There's Amaya Jenkins with the board, the body blow, and the bucket. Jenkins with 24. Into the first half, Sophie Smith will hit the runner At the half, it was 37-23 Lady Bearcats. Go to the second half now. Southwestern rallies several times. Marissa Lovelace with the aggressive move plus the foul. She had 11. And then Aiden Smitty playing a little plinko with the rim. It finally goes in, Smitty with 12, but Sophie Smith and the Bearcats had every answer. Yeah, Smith is stoked. She had 15. Anderson County wins 78-67.
Well, that's our show for this week, and we sure hope you join us next week for another exciting version of the Scholastic Ball Report. Special thanks to the King of Stream, William Warfield, and to Joel Clace, our director. And remember, for those you see and those you don't see, you keep your eye on the Scholastic Ball Report.
The Scholastic Ball Report was sponsored by UK Sports Medicine and by Central Bank, Crown Trophy, Double Dogs, Ford Brothers Auction, Kentucky Orthodontics and Invisalign, La Rosa's Pizza, Mingy Beef Jerky, Prep Spin, P-Rats, Rafferty's, Raising Cane's, Roberts Insurance, Sutherland Chevrolet, and by Whitaker Bank.